Here we are again. Here we are again. I'm just doing the old Ford KA, trying to get the old MOT on it. I've had to do the back brakes, well it's the handbrake cable as it turned out, weren't pulling up on one side, and I've got to change cut tyres because I didn't look at them. So let that be a lesson to you. Yeah, they was more worn than I thought they were on the front, so I've got a couple here, so I'm going to put them on. I've already taken one off. Now we've got this bolted down. I'll just show you how easy it is to do. Right. Well, here's our tyre. Let's get you zoomed in down here. I'm hoping you can see something. Let's get this rim off of here because we don't want this one. That's the one I've just taken off. That rim's going to go back into stock. That'll go back into stock somewhere. Not in a minute, but it will do. Right, so that goes there. Okay. I've already taken the valve out, so that's important. Let's put that back in there a minute. And don't forget to take your valves out, because you'll be struggling like hell, and if you do break it, there'll be a big bang. Yeah, give it a bit of a spray up with a bit of lubrication. I just use a bit of the old dish soap and water. Plenty of that. And then what I'll do, I'll start to break it, but I actually put a bit down the bead so it gets around the bead. See that? So yeah, we get it like that. I don't know if that camera's in the right place for you, but it's going to get in the way at some point, but try and get you in a sort of position. Hopefully you can see that down there. But yeah, and then there you go, see? Can hear it. You can hear it slipping on there. It's off the bead there, so yeah, that's good. That first bit's always a little bit. Plenty of dish soap. That's coming off nicely. These tyres I've got here, I had them on the Fiesta for a while, and the only reason I got took off is because I was having a bit of trouble with the rear wandering on it. It was them rear bushes which I changed in a previous video, but I went through all the rigmarole checking tyres and things, see, so I ended up with a couple of spare tyres. Just don't try to rush this bit, just take your time. There you go, see, and it'll go in the end. So, you know when it's gone, because it'll make that noise. And if there's any bits that still look a bit stubborn, just make sure you ease them off like that bit there. Now look. Perfect. Right, turn it over. Same again. Dish soap. Just been out today and purchased an A-frame and a fitting for the front of the KA, which I've got to install. That'll be a video sometime. You have to link all the brakes up to the motorhome and all that, so I'm going to try and do a video about that, because it's important you get that sort of thing right, because you're talking with a fair bit of weight towing behind you there, so you know, even with a little car it's still potentially dangerous if you do it wrong. Now, I know there's going to be the people in the comments, oh, we should do that. There's a lot of things you shouldn't do in life. That's where we are now, isn't it? People don't do things. No, they talk about it, but they don't do it. So I don't mind criticism from people who've done it, but you know, if you're sitting there, the old keyboard warrior job, don't bother typing nothing. Okay, take that insert out. Now, this is the bit that we're looking at now. Let me just bring it back up there. So we've got the camera right. Let me just make sure that's pointing in the right direction. Come on. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. I think you can see mostly what I'm doing now. Right, so we go that way round. No, yeah, that way round. Put your pin in like that. Yeah, I've done that wrong. That's it. Get a bit of protector stuff on there. Don't scratch your middle of your hub up. Get your spider. I have got some more bits coming for this tool with the duck head, which comes out from here, and you put the duck head inside this, and it makes it easier for taking the tyres off and putting them back on. But I'm not getting that for a little while. I can see where this is going to go. The camera's going to be in the way. But when we get that, it'll be even easier to change the tyres. Just make sure you're off your bead. Now, I know they're going to also get people in the comments, oh, I'm going to scratch my alloys. Yeah, well, if you've got the duck head, you won't scratch your alloys. See, you get it like that, and just give it a bit of that. You don't really scratch your alloys that much. There you go, that's one off. And then you tuck it down inside the bead again. Like that. Right over. Do that. Camera's in the way. Camera's in the way, there you go. There's your tyre. Perfect. Right, well, we've got to do that. We've got to do that 2 more times because I've got 2 wheels to put them on. That gives you an idea how easy it is to change. So if you watch my first video the other week, basically that was showing you how not to do it. Because you don't want to do it the way I've done it like that. That just makes things awkward. By not bolting it down. And that's the key. Bolt it down. Let's get the others and we'll have a go. I'm going to have to put these outside because they're going to be in the way. Right. Okay. Let's de-air these. Get the air out of that. Right, let's break the bead on that. As it happens, those rims would have fitted on the KA because they're the same size, same stud pattern and everything. But I want to keep the wheels the same because they're slightly different shape alloy. I nearly got took out by the tyres falling on me then. I ain't got a lot of room in here, but it's better than doing it outside in the rain and cold, isn't it? So let me just get them there out of the way. Right. That's off the rim already on that one. Yeah. You can normally tell when the tyres are getting a bit rough because they do come off easier unless they've been on there a very long time. Now look, see how that's come off. Simple. Simples. Wearing gloves is optional. If you want to wear your gloves, go for it. You know, but you don't have to. I'll get a bit fed up with gloves, they get in my bloody way sometimes, so that's why I don't wear the bloody things. There we go, we're off there. So yeah, it doesn't take that long really. And then I will do a little follow-up video once I've got this done, or carry on this video with balancing them, static balancing. So we'll do a bit of static balancing. And there's a way to do static balancing. You don't just put the weight on the opposite side of the rim, you do it equally spaced. I'll show you. So you sort of do it if you're doing the weight, the heavy part of the weight is at the bottom, say. What you do, you don't put the balance weight on the top of the rim. You'd put it at 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock. So that's a better way of balancing. So yeah, I've lost my bit of foam. What do I do with my bit of foam? I've thrown my bit of foam somewhere, haven't I? Oh dear. Where'd my bit of foam go? Lost my foam. That's bloody typical, isn't it? Oh dear, I'll have to use it. Oh, what? I had a hole in it and everything. Where'd that go? It must be round here. Surely to God. Oh well, I'll use that. It don't matter. Obviously, it don't matter much. Don't want it on there anyway, do I? Yeah. Right, so that's that. So I've got these things as well. What I do, you put them under the rim, so when you pry it up off the bead and across, so it don't scratch your rim. That's what they're for. So like I said, you know, it's not £1 million car, and the amount of scratching you get isn't too horrendous, to be perfectly honest with you, if you're a little bit sympathetic with it. So you get it like that. You can see what I'm doing now, and away you go. Just make sure it's in the bead. There you go, look. There you go. It's off. It's off, so turn it, pull that up, same again. See, look, I've scratched it there, look, see that? A little bit, because there's the profile of this wheel is a bit higher. It's not, it's the other profile on the other tyre, or the shape of the casting on the other wheel, allows you to do it without scratching it. Not quite as easy on these ones, but just sort of take your time kind of thing. You know, take your time, you'll get there. And I have got the locking things which you put under, when you put them back on, you put the little clips on to keep it there, so it don't keep following the bead, don't keep following you around as you're trying to put it back on. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you when we get there. Right, there's that one's off. Right, we don't want that. while it's on the jig, we'll put this tyre back on. I'll go and get my wire brush. I will be back.
Many minutes later.
Right, get your rotary wire brush. You ain't got to go crazy on it, but just give it a clean up. Get all the old bits of rubber and debris off of it. Oh, good. Oh, that's good then. Ah, my shock absorbers have turned up while I'm doing the wheels. That's good, isn't it? That means to say I can change the rear shock absorbers now as well. I'll be able to get it back over there for the test. Not going to bolt it down because I'm only cleaning the rim. Now, see that? Nice and clean around that rim. That's it. So there we are with that. Not changing the valve because those valves were brand new when I had these tyres, which was only not that long ago as it goes. Right, now remember, make sure you put them on the right way round. Make sure you put them on the right way round. Because if you put them on the wrong way round, when it rains your car will be all over the place. And that's no good, is it? That's no good at all. Right, clamp your wheel down like that. And then we'll put it back on. So yeah, if you're looking at your wheel, you've got to look for something that says direction. If you've got a directional tyre, and these ones are. Where are we? Ah, it's got on here somewhere. Yeah, oh, look, it says on there, I don't know if you can see it in this light. Oh, sorry, not the camera over. It says rotation now. Yeah, so that'll be facing the pretty side of the wheel. That's the way it's going, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Get your tyre on like that, which 9 times out of 10 you can push on the first side, and then on the second side get it started. Right, now you'll see what I mean about getting the duck head in. To get the duck head in like that, and you've got to try and hold that back over here, and that's where the little clamps come on. But I have got a way of doing that. If you're without the little clamp what goes on it, let me show you a trick. I will be back.
One eternity later.
Okay, we're back. What you do, get yourself a pair of mole grips. And cool. The pair of mole grips I've got happen to be jammed up, which is always the case when I'm trying to do something. Which they are, yeah. Right, so get yourself a pair of mole grips. Yeah. What you do, make sure you've got something on the edge of the rim and tuck it in there. If you can. On alloys it's not quite as easy, but there you go. So get that in there. Could have got a better pair of mole grips really, but anyway, story of my life. Get a bit of protection on it. I've just got a bit of plastic there holding it, so when you squeeze it up, like I say, with the little clips you just put a clip on, job done. But I have got them on order, but I'm waiting for them, so that stops it coming off as you're trying to put it on. See that? Just make sure you get it down into the groove. See, that's on. That's how you put one on. So yeah, check your rotation. Your rotation's there. Car wheel's going that way. That's good. Right. All I've got to do now is put the valve back in and air that one up. I'll do the other one as well. I'll keep the camera rolling because so that's on, look. Beautiful. Bloody beautiful. That's alright, isn't it? Nice. Yeah, like I say, with the old rotation though, make sure you get it right, because obviously you've got a left and a right hand side of the vehicle. So if you had one going one way on the left, you can't swap them over from, you know, across, you can't swap them across the axle. Oh, probably not on camera now, am I? No, probably not on camera. Let's try that again. Yeah, like I was saying about the rotation. Make sure you get them orientated right if they're rotational tyres. So I'll use my lever. Just popped off of the base plate there, so there you go, look at that. Straight off. Straight off. I've got to use the bar for that one. There you go. One side. I'm still struggling with that. I need to get, I did watch some guy put a neodymium magnet here, which held this up, which I think is a really good idea. I'll have to do that. Yeah, that'll improve it, and then you can just do that and it just stays there then. You ain't got to mess about with cable ties and all that. Yeah, that's a bit of a flaff as well. I need to get some more, a bit more lube. Right. I don't even know whether I'm going to need it. No, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, that's alright, isn't it? Good stuff. Good bloody stuff. Right. Get that up on there. Yeah, but I will say one safety thing about tyre fitting. If you think, if you've never done anything like manual or nothing like that in your life, don't start messing around with car tyres or things like that, because these can kill you. These can kill you. Not because they can kill you if you fit them wrong, it's the fact they can actually kill you when you're pressurising them. So if you're an idiot and keep on the old airline a bit too long and blow the bead past the edge of the rim, you'll end up with a wheel in your head and you'll end up in hospital. So I'm not condoning people to change their own tyres. Not at all. But if you've got a mechanical background and you do know what you're doing, go for it. See, look. Yeah? But please, people, don't watch things on YouTube and think, oh, I can do that, you know, and all you do is you work in office and you've used a typewriter for all your life. No, you can't. No, you can't. So, you know, if you've got experience with things, fine. But don't. If you ain't, don't do it. You know, there's a lot of dangers people don't realise. So, right, that's our other dead one. That one ain't so bad. That one weren't so bad. We probably got a bit more out of that one, but it's going on the edge on the shoulder. So, anyway, that's off. Okay, let's clean that one up. I'm going to put a mention out to a friend in Sweden, and his name's Fred, and he changes tyres for a living, because I have to change their tyres in Sweden in the winter to put winter tyres on, and in the summer I have to put the summer tyres back on. So if there's a man who knows something about changing tyres, that is our Fred. So, hello Fred, I hope you're alright, mate. I hope life's treating you okay. I always keep meaning to say hello to people on YouTube and I never get round to it. So, there you are. Oh, my mate Fred in Sweden, I hope you're keeping well. I don't know why I just clamped that down, because I've got to take it off, haven't I? Yeah, he was talking to me about the old. There's a trick people do. They get an old car, and I don't know where it is. They do a journey. I think it's around Belgium or something. You get an old car, you have to do X amount of miles in it, and there's two of you. You have to maintain the car yourself. You mustn't have any outside interference. It's down to you. And he's thinking about doing that. So yeah, so I've seen that before. If I was to do that, you know, it's going to break down. That's for sure. That's what normally happens to me. So if you do it, mate, yeah, fair play to you. That'll be fine. Go for it. You know what vehicle you want to do it in? A transit van. Get a good one, an old one. And you can carry all your spares around in the back then and all. So when it goes wrong, you've got everything you want. You know, there's a fault for you. Anyway, right. Let's get this back on the right, mate. Oh, look at that. Got it over the pin. That makes a change. Right, that goes on now. I like to just put my hand around it if you can feel any lumps and bumps around the rim. Oh, someone's had the old tyre machine's been on the inside of that rim, isn't it? Oh dear, yeah. That's been caned a bit. I mean, like I said, these have got road rash on, or curb rash on the rims anyway, so it's not like they're brand new bloody wheels. Okay, let's just make sure we're right. Rotation. So that's got to be fitted the other way round. So, right, here's a thing for you. When I got these tyres, they were both fitted the same way round. That's interesting, isn't it? That is interesting. Yeah, that's very interesting. They were both on the same way. So whoever fitted them originally, yeah, interesting. Let me make sure I'm getting that right. So that'll be rotation. So that's the near side. No, that's the off side. And this one will be, if that's revolving that way, no, that'll be the other way. That is right then. So that'll be that way. Yeah, that'll be that way. One way, one the other way. Where's our rotation arrows on there? Rotation, that's it. So that's that way, that's going that way, that's going that way. That's it. Good. There we are. So we're getting that over there. We put it on the bit of the rim where it's scratched already, so it's not going to really do anything, is it? Not going to hurt nothing at all there, much. Still put me a bit of plastic under it, mind, but for what it's worth, it's a bit loose, that. There you go. That just supposed to hold it down. Don't want to hold it down now, does it? Did on the last one, didn't it? Yeah, did on the last one. Don't like this one. Don't like this one. Don't want to hold it. Wants to keep pulling up. I need a bit of something on that, but anyway. Let's see. Where's my bar? I should have really started over there because I'm gonna end up cracking the camera in a minute. Right, so where's my bit? See, and that's what happens if you do it the way I'm doing it. You end up dropping a bit of plastic and it falls inside the wheel if you ain't careful. So be mindful of that as well. There you go. Just make sure you're in the well. Once it goes past a certain point, it's going to go anyway. It should do. There you go. That's all. Right. That's our tool. I didn't even do it. I've done that up by hand and all. Right. Get that off. Right, that's our rotation on that side. Near side, off side. So there's our two wheels. We're going to air them up now, which I need to go in the other shed to do. So, oh yeah, that just shows you can change your own tyres. But we get them aired up now. Get the best two centre caps. What have I got here? There we are, yeah. We'll have them two. Right, let's go and get them aired up. Right, we'll turn this camera off. Back in a minute. Right, okay, we're in the other shed now. What I call the workshop shed. So here we are. Going to air them up. Get a bit of this round it. That'll help sit the feed. Both sides. Both sides of them. Yeah. Like that. Right. I'm going to have to get myself a longer bit of cheese for this so I can stand away from it, but keep an eye on the pressure, what you're putting in. That's it, that's beaded. You hear it quick? That's set on the bead. Same again. That's it, here we go. If you're not sure, let the pressure out and turn it up the other way to see whether it's set on the bead. Because if you haven't heard sometimes there's C and you don't get the pop. Don't rely on getting the pop. Not always. That's where people make a mistake. They keep putting air in it. And that's how you kill yourself. So just bear in mind that. Put your valves back. See these things? I've got stacks of these lying around. Do you think I can find one? I had to make this one. I had to make the bloody thing to get the valves in and out. It's ridiculous, isn't it? I've got them lying around. I know there's one in the motorhome, but you think, you know, I've got to get all the bloody cover off to get a valve key out. Right, now we can put the air in. Get back on the car. We've got to balance them. Bet you thought I nearly forgot about that, didn't you? Obviously, if you're changing your own tyres, you need all the equipment, a decent compressor, and you know. and all that stuff. So, like I say, it's not for everyone, but it can be done. Right, now we've got to balance the buggers. Get me a bit of equipment out. Right, static balancing. Static balancing. Should really get that a spray or something before we put that on. Light oil, don't hurt. So it goes on a pin, you see. You can see that. Very sharp pin. And it goes inside there. Sits on it. And basically what you've got, and let me show you. Basically what you've got is a bubble. Right in the centre, see it? Yeah. So you look over it, and that's how you do static balancing. You put your rim on, but there's a way to put the weights on. There's a way to put the weights on. And I'll show you how to do it. Just get your. Oh, I don't know why I put them centres in. I think I put the centres in because I always lose the bloody things. Things like that. Right. Knock the centre out again. Get your wheel, put it on there, let it settle down onto the cone. There's a cone. Right there. Well, what can I say? I do have a bit of luck sometimes, and this one is absolutely bang in the centre. Let me show you. Oh, you've seen that. You've seen me put it on there. That's bang in the centre of that bubble. Look at that. It's good, isn't it? So, with that said, I can't show you how to balance it because there's nothing to balance on that one. So that's just my luck. I have good luck with some things, and there you are. So we get the other one because these are going on the front, you see. So if they're out of balance, you're gonna know about it. Let's see if I get 2 out of 2. I doubt it. Okay, I've got to balance this one. Well, we've got one. Got to balance one of them. It's not bad odds, is it? So what you do, this is what you do. There's a way to do this. I need a rag to clean the wheel up a little bit. Just to take out all that lubrication off of it. Dry it up a little bit first. Let's just do that. Let's take it off of here before I break the balancer. If you get one of these, try to treat it carefully. Put it back in a box and all that kind of thing when you finish with it. Well, that'd do. So, and also you get grit and crap coming off the wheel, so you want to clean that off as well, because that doesn't help matters. Try and keep everything clean. That's it. Clean is good. Right, now we can go back on. Right, well, it looks like we're heavy here on this side. So if you're heavy on this side, trying to fault, you've got to weight it that side. Have I got that camera pointing down right? Probably not. Let me see. Let's get that in the centre. Right, like I was saying, if it's heavy over this side, yeah, obviously the bubble is going to be more that way. So the train of thought, you'd put a weight there. No, you don't. What you do, you get a weight there and a weight there, and you bring them round until it counteracts that weight. That way you've got like basically a triangle then, and that's a better way to static balance. And that way you're not guessing what weight you need. You can just pick a couple of weights off. I'm going to use something quite light for this. Don't need a big one. Don't need big one for this. Couple of little ones. Couple of little ones to do this. What you do, get yourself a bit of masking tape, or any bit of tape, but something here, you know, it'll stick to. Obviously that tape ain't going to work. Let me go and find a different bit of tape. Okay, bit of electrician's tape. Let's try that, see if that stick. Right, stick at your weight, do that, cut it off like that, cut it off like that, so you've got something there. Let me steady this again so I can get my bearings. Right, what we're going to do is going to put one there, hanging it over the edge like that, if it's stick on. And we're going to put one over here. I'm going to put one over this side. Yeah. So that's sort of hanging it where we're going to put them. Let me let that settle. I need to move that one a little bit further around. So we go there. Getting better. We go another. We go another. So we'll have it there. Now that ain't looking too bad. I think if I go one more it might be even better still. Let's see. It's just a bit of patience you need. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to get one of the bigger weights, so get two. Let's get two. I'm not quite happy with that. That's why it's quite amazing that other wheel was bang on, because that's not normally the case. With a new tyre, what they give you, they normally put dots on new tyres. So what you do, the fact you know the valve's heavy, what you do, you put the dot opposite the valve if you've got a dot on a tyre. That helps a lot. Right, let's go there. This is a bigger weight. What's that done to us? Round one more. That's not bad. I'm going to go a little bit further, but I think that's going to be too far there. And it's fallen on the floor. My sticky has gone on my tip. I know what one it was one next to the valve. So let's get a bit more sticky. That's the only downside. In the winter everything's wet and damp, and so nothing sticks to nothing much. It don't help when I'm on a wooden floor and it's moving around. I still think I need a bit more on that. We're going to double up and go here on that one. No, we'll move that round now. So now it's just a case of tweaking it until you're happy. And you're only going to know that yourself. So we've got to start again, see, because I've doubled up the weight now. So I've got to go back round, move that one back round. That one's fallen off, but as it happens, that ain't looking too shabby there. I think I could do with a little bit more over that side, if anything. But yes, you can see what I mean. It's a bit of a flaff, but you'll get there in the end. It's just having a bit of patience, take your time, and try and get that bubble as close to the centre as you possibly can for best results. And that's why it's important to keep the tools tidy. I can't get the bloody tape undone now, can I? Tape's so cold up here, I can't take the tape off. Oh dear. Oh dear, right. Let's get something on. There we go. Tape's so cold I can't get it off the thing. Right, so let's have another go. And if you're that worried about it, just go and get them balanced. You know, what can I tell you? See what I mean? Got to have patience. Well, it's a toss up between that position and that position. If I stop dropping it, that is. Don't like sticking on cold aluminium. I think we're going to go in between them two actually when we do it. It ain't bloody bad. It's just a fraction. If I put it too, if I go too far that way, it ain't right, I don't think. Oh no. No, that ain't bad. Well, let me quickly show you that before we secure them on. You can see that. Can you see that dot there? I know it might be, it might still be moving a little bit actually. So yeah, we ain't far off there. We ain't far off there. So what you do, what I do, I'll get myself a marker pen. Yeah, and I'll go, right, I know I'm gonna go there. Yeah, I can move, I can clean the marker pen off, can't I? And I know I'm gonna go there. Yeah. So that's the big one. If I just put a little dash there for the big one. And that's the little one. So I won't have to worry about that. Yeah. We'll turn it over, clean it up, lightly stick them on. Let's get me, I've got to go back in the other shed to get bloody white brush, unless I can do it with a hand one. Let's use a hand wire brush on that, just to clean it up a bit. That's that one there, that one there, and that's the big one over here. The big one's here. Looks like where it was balanced before actually as it goes. So yeah, so we're there. Let's get that one. That is the big one. We'll get our balance weights here. Peel your backing off. Right, and I'll do what I'll do. I'll just tap them down with a mallet just to make sure they don't come off like that one just did. They don't want to stick. That's weird. Don't know why they don't want to stick. They should stick. They don't want them coming off, do we? No. Once again, I've been in here a long time. I've been in here a long time. The sticky's gone on. I know how to make them not stick. Warm it up a little bit. How to make the bugger stick.
Many, many minutes later.
Right. Let's just warm it up. Just get them warmed up. Just very light. Just to dry out the aluminium. That's better. We might actually get them to stick now. Maybe. Get another one. That sticky's gone on it. Probably not the stickiest of bloody balance weights them, I must be honest, they're a bit crap. I need to get myself some better ones than that. Oh yeah, they don't stick at all, they're rubbish. Don't like them. I've had them a while and probably the sticky's gone on them where they've been in your shed so long. That's the problem. So yeah, I need to buy myself some new balance weights, I'd say, or some new sticky to get the buggers to stay on. warm them up. Yeah, that's got it. Ah, that's all. Yeah, they're on there. No, they don't want to stay on. Well, I'm buggered. I am absolutely buggered. I've got balance weights and they don't want to stay on there. Can you believe it? See, this is the sort of thing what happens. So the only thing I can do is get some different cleaner on that. Probably find there's a bit of oil on it or something. I don't want to. Probably find there's a bit of oil on the bugger. Oh, that's got it. It's on there now. Well, there we are. See? Just shows you. That's gotcha. Just clean it up a bit better. And there's that one there. We need to clean. And as it happens, you can see where there was a balance weight on it there as well. How about that? So we balanced it more or less where someone else balanced it. I'll have another one of them, look. That might stick, we'll try it. Yeah, it's on there. That's on there. Okay. So, let's put it back on and see how we are. We're still out of balance. And it's over here. A small one there now. I'm going to warm it up to make sure they're adhered to the rim a little bit. We're going to go with that. We are going to go with that. What I'm going to do is just to make sure they don't come off. Just warm them up. Put a bit of heat into it. which will then in turn stick them well. That's it. I think that's the best we're going to get it. That's the best we're going to get it. I could sit there all day messing around with that, I reckon. But I want to get my shock absorbers on. I'm just hoping that'll be okay. So, it's pretty close. So that's how you do that. Right, let's get them back on the vehicle. Thanks for watching. Like I say, these things are, yeah, they're alright. It just requires a bit of patience. And making sure your bubbles level as well. So even when you look at it like that, you can, you know, if you're a little bit anal with things, you look at it and you keep looking at it. Does that make sense? So that's, yeah. I'll show you. Yeah. Like I say, if you're like me, get a little bit too anal about things, you can mess around for a long time. So, but it's better to be that way than sort of be a bit slapdash, isn't it? Right, let's get them back on the motor, and then we'll get the shocks on. See you in a bit.